These are the NAI national champions for the last 25 years. Now, there are a couple reasons I picked 25 years, and I want to let you know right off the bat, this is not a recency bias thing. Let's break it down just a little bit. In the last 25 years, there have been only 12 teams to have won a national championship in the NAI. Now, 6 of them came from Carroll, 6 more came from Morningside and Sioux Falls. There are only 9 teams that won 13, but there were 3 teams that won 12. Let's take it a step further. Let's look at their conferences. Did you know only 6 conferences were represented with the national championship over the last 25 years? The Frontier Conference and the Great Plains each had 7. The Mid-States had 6. The Mid-South had 3. And the Heart and the Sun each have 1. And here's the point that we're heading toward right now. Both of those were in the last 2 years. It's been just a number of conferences that have held on to all of these titles. And I have to ask the question, is there really such a thing, first off, as a dynasty in the NAI? I think there have been. Carroll obviously had a dynasty in the 2000s. Texas A&I had a dynasty. Could you say what Morningside had in the late 20-teens and in 2020s? Was that a dynasty? 3 out of 4, it's not bad. Sioux Falls, 3 out of 4, not bad. What you also saw were a number of repeat champions. And in that 25-year period, there was a title repeat 7 times. But in the last 5 years, there have been 5 separate champions. And my question then is, are we going to be seeing repeat champions anymore? I think there are a lot of things that come into play in this, and not the least of which is the transfer portal, which again, there is no transfer portal in the NAI. There's a transfer market, but there's no transfer portal in the NAI. Since that time, it really kicks in 20 and 21, and I'll even say 21. Since that time in the NAI, there haven't been any repeat champions. Morningside won in 21, but hadn't won since 2019. So not a repeat right there. And the trickle-down effect is a real thing for the NAI for a number of reasons. From Division One, you get, number one, there are going to be more players that come down to play. The reverse is true also, though, because with all of this Wild West transferring going on all levels of football now, you could have an NAI player play at a fantastic level, and somebody on the Division One level or Division Two level has been watching. They've been scouting, going, wow, that kid's good. That kid's really good. I'll bet he'd want an opportunity to play here. And so even though there are players that are making their way to the NAI, there are players that are also being poached, and yes, I did use that word, poached out of the NAI to play at a different level.